The 1978 movie, The Swarm, had a unique casting process. The director wanted actors who could handle the tension and drama of a disaster film. They looked for strong performers who could bring the characters to life against the backdrop of a bee invasion. Auditions were held to find the right fit for each role, with actors reading lines and acting out scenes. Chemistry tests were also important to see how the actors worked together. For example, Caine was chosen for his ability to lead and keep audiences engaged. Other actors were selected for their experience and skill in similar movies. The casting was a careful balance of talent and on-screen chemistry, ensuring the story was told effectively. In the 1978 movie, The Swarm, director Irwin Allen's vision was to create a thrilling story about killer bees threatening human existence. He was inspired by real-world concerns of the time about Africanized bees. Allen's style was known for big, dramatic scenes and special effects that would make audiences feel the terror of the bee attacks. He worked closely with the actors, guiding them to show fear and panic in a believable way. The crew was crucial, especially in scenes with live bees where safety and realism had to be balanced. Allen's leadership brought everyone together to make a movie that aimed to keep viewers on the edge of their seats. The Swarm is a 1978 film that tells the story of a town facing a deadly threat from a swarm of killer bees. Among the stars, Caine stands out with a performance that adds a touch of class to the chaos. While the movie delivers a mix of tense moments and big-name actors, it also has its share of lighter scenes that might surprise you. As we dive into the movie, think about your favorite actor from the cast and any special memories you have of watching The Swarm. Maybe it was a family movie night or a moment that stuck with you over the years. Share your stories and memories with us in the comments. We're eager to hear what this movie means to you. The Swarm, a film from 1978, faced many challenges during its production. The team had to create large sets that looked like real towns. They filmed in several places, including California and Texas. One big task was managing the bees needed for the movie. They used special suits to protect actors and crew from bee stings. The film also used new sound techniques to make the buzzing of bees feel real for the audience. They recorded actual bee sounds and played them through speakers on set to help actors react more naturally. The Swarm was one of the first movies to use this kind of sound recording, which helped make the bee attacks seem more scary and real. The Swarm, a film that has entertained many since its release, stands out for its large-scale production and memorable scenes. It follows an entomologist and an Air Force captain as they join forces to combat a swarm of bees that threatens the southwest United States. The movie is known for its action-packed sequences, including the initial attack on helicopters, a family's encounter in the woods, and the bees' assault on a small town, which includes attacks at schools and fairs. These scenes are crafted with a mix of real bees and special effects, contributing to the film's convincing portrayal of the disaster. Caine's performance, while sometimes over the top, adds to the film's entertainment value, and the subplot involving an elderly love triangle provides a humorous touch. Despite its length and some drawn-out scenes, The Swarm remains a fun watch, especially for those who appreciate the disaster genre. The film's depiction of the bee attacks, including the use of flamethrowers in a city containment effort, creates a sense of grandeur and excitement. However, the film does have its shortcomings. Certain scenes extend unnecessarily, slowing down the pace and detracting from the overall experience. Additionally, the special effects for The Swarm at times fall short, failing to convincingly represent the bees. Nonetheless, The Swarm has become a film that many remember fondly, offering a blend of thrills and humor that continues to be a topic of conversation among movie enthusiasts. Rated PG for violence and language, it's a piece of cinema that captures the imagination and has found a place in the hearts of its viewers. The Swarm's music was created to support the story and the feelings it wants to share. Jerry Goldsmith, the composer, used a full orchestra to give a sense of scale and danger that fits the movie's theme of a bee invasion. The music changes with the scenes from calm to very tense, guiding the audience through the movie's ups and downs. The musicians played in a way that makes you feel the story, whether it's a quiet moment or a scary attack. Their skill helps make the movie's world feel real and adds to the excitement and drama of the story. In its initial release, the film had a runtime of nearly 2 hours. Later, a longer cut was made available, adding 40 minutes of footage. This version is now the one offered by Warner Archive on DVD and Blu-ray. The film also marked the last appearance of actor Fred MacMurray, who passed away in 1991. Meanwhile, Michael Caine, another prominent actor, chose to be part of Jaws: The Revenge over a role in Switching Channels, which was then taken by Burt Reynolds. The Swarm, a film from 1978, has several key scenes that stand out for their direction and the actors' performances. One such scene is the attack on the town, where the chaos and fear caused by the bees are shown through quick camera movements and close-ups of the actors' faces. This creates a sense of panic. The director uses wide shots too, to show the scale of the disaster. The actors convey terror very well, making the audience feel the characters' fear. The filmmakers aimed to make a thrilling movie about the dangers of nature when disturbed by humans. They wanted to show the bees as a force of nature, not just villains. The actors worked to portray real people caught in an extraordinary situation, focusing on natural reactions rather than overacting. This approach helped make the scenes feel real and more frightening. The film's impact comes from combining these elements to make the audience feel part of the story, sharing the characters' fear and hope for survival. In the world of cinema, unexpected commitments often lead to notable absences. Such was the case for Michael Caine, who missed receiving his Academy Award in person due to filming commitments for another movie, which ironically earned him a nomination for a less prestigious award the following year. Meanwhile, Olivia de Havilland's longevity was celebrated with a photograph taken years earlier, which was mistakenly associated with her 103rd birthday. Henry Fonda's diverse roles saw him portray leaders and historical figures, including 2 stints as the U.S. President and roles connected to presidential lineage and legacy. The 1978 movie, The Swarm, had a significant effect on how people saw disaster films and nature. It showed a large number of bees attacking, which made audiences think about the relationship between humans and the environment. The film also sparked conversations about the dangers of messing with nature. Even though it was not a hit, it became well known over time and is remembered for its dramatic scenes and the idea of nature as a powerful force. This movie made people more aware of environmental issues and the possible consequences of not respecting nature. It also influenced other movies and shows that use swarms of creatures to create suspense and show the force of nature. In the history of cinema, Olivia de Havilland stands out as a significant figure. By 2014, she remained the last of the major actors from the classic film Gone with the Wind. Her longevity in the industry is notable, outliving her 3 main co-stars by many years. In contrast, the film in question marked a turning point for Irwin Allen, known for his successful productions. This time, his project did not meet the usual favorable reception at the box office. Patty Duke's experience was different. Despite winning a Golden Globe for her role in Me, Natalie, she did not get an Oscar nomination, joining a list of 23 actresses with similar experiences. Their talent shone in their performances, yet the recognition from the Academy eluded them. The 1978 movie, The Swarm, had a mostly negative reception from critics. It was described as overly long and not very thrilling. Despite a star-studded cast and a high budget, it failed to impress. Audiences found it less scary and more humorous than intended. The film did not receive any major awards or nominations. For those involved, this lack of critical success likely meant a missed opportunity for recognition in their careers. However, the film has since gained a following and is enjoyed by some as a classic example of a disaster film from that era. In the world of cinema, actors often contribute in ways that go beyond their on-screen appearances. Cameron Mitchell lent his voice to a pivotal character in The Robe, despite not being credited. José for his talent shone through on both stage and screen, earning him 3 Tony Awards, including 2 for Best Actor in Cyrano de Bergerac and The Shrike, and 1 for Best Director. His role in Cyrano de Bergerac also brought him an Oscar. Henry Fonda's legacy includes a remarkable list of films recognized by the National Film Registry for their significance, such as The Grapes of Wrath and 12 Angry Men. These contributions by each actor have left a lasting mark on the film industry. During the filming of The Swarm, the cast and crew faced unique challenges with the bees. They used real bees, which meant that actors had to stay calm and work carefully to avoid stings. The bee handlers had to ensure the safety of everyone while managing thousands of bees. This led to a sense of teamwork and respect for nature among the cast and crew. There were moments of tension when bees would swarm unexpectedly, creating an authentic sense of fear that translated onto the screen. Despite these challenges, the team worked together to create a film that showed the power and unpredictability of nature. In his career, Michael Caine has identified a select few roles where he felt his performance was particularly strong. These include his work in films from the 1960s and 1970s, as well as a couple from the early 1980s. Meanwhile, José Ferrer's family has a notable presence in science fiction, with José himself and his sons Miguel and Rafael contributing to major franchises in film and voice acting. Ben Johnson, an actor who initially rejected a role due to content concerns, eventually accepted and even modified the part, leading to critical acclaim and an Academy Award. Each of these actors brought their unique approach to the craft, shaping their careers and the movies they were part of. The 1978 movie, The Swarm, had a significant role in film history despite its critical reception. It was one of the early films that showed disaster on a huge scale, influencing later movies to explore similar themes. The film's use of special effects and focus on character-driven narratives amid catastrophe paved the way for future disaster films. It also inspired a genre of nature strikes back movies where animals or the environment are portrayed as the antagonists. The Swarm stands as an early example of how Hollywood blockbusters could attract audiences with high-stakes drama and large ensemble casts. Long before he became a well-known actor, Michael Caine had his eye on the role in the Ipcress File, which he read about and wanted to play. However, at that time, being an unknown actor made it difficult to land such significant parts. In the film about a menacing swarm, the bees were not just props. They were real insects that required careful handling. To keep them healthy and prevent theft, they were moved nightly to fresh enclosures filled with new plants. Maureen Fields, known for her daring stunts, earned recognition and a unique title from the Stuntmen's Association for her numerous high-risk performances in films and television from the mid-70s to the early 90s. Her dedication to her craft was honored with a prestigious award for Lifetime Achievement in 2018, celebrating her as a legendary figure in the stunt community. Patty Duke showcased her knowledge early on by winning the game show The 64,000 Question. Michael Caine, a well-known actor, has been candid about his career, acknowledging that not all his films met his standards, including one from 1978. Philip Eddington's passion for boxing was ignited after encounters with boxing legends, leading him to become an expert and writer for a prominent boxing publication. These individuals, each in their unique way, have experienced the highs and lows of their professions, reflecting the unpredictable nature of success and the diverse paths one can take in their career journey. In the world of entertainment, personal lives often intersect with professional commitments. Henry Fonda experienced this firsthand when the birth of his daughter Jane coincided with the filming of Jezebel, leading to some delays. Meanwhile, Fred MacMurray showcased his musical talents early on, performing vaudeville with the California Collegians. This group not only graced the Broadway stage in Three's a Crowd, but also played a significant role in the musical Roberta, where MacMurray was an understudy for the lead role. These early experiences paved the way for their later successes and are chronicled in sources like the Scribner Encyclopedia of American Lives, which includes a detailed biography of Henry Fonda, highlighting his life and work from 1981 to 1985. In his early career, Michael Caine stepped into Hollywood with a role initially intended for Cary Grant, marking his first major film in the industry. Meanwhile, Katharine Ross achieved a rare feat by winning a Golden Globe for her supporting role without an accompanying Oscar nomination, a distinction shared with only 3 other actresses. Lee Grant, another talented actress, turned down a significant television role to avoid being typecast, but her family connections brought her back to the same television universe, showcasing the interconnected nature of careers in the entertainment field. Each actor's choices and achievements reflect the diverse paths and recognition in the film and television industry. The Swarm, a movie from 1978, has been a topic of conversation for many. If you saw this movie, how did it affect you? Did it change the way you see movies? Your stories are important and can help others see the film in a new light. Share your thoughts and let's talk about the memories and feelings this movie brought up for you. If you enjoy talking about movies and want to keep the conversation going, remember to like, share, and subscribe for more discussions on classic films. Your participation makes our movie community richer. Let's keep exploring the world of movies together.